Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Freedom is not an end. Freedom is a beginning. The poignant words of the late Muhtarama Benazir Bhutto, the first Prime Minister, female Prime Minister of Pakistan, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. So therefore, let me thank you, Foreign Minister, for convening this meeting, and together with yourself, thank the Organization of Islamic Cooperation for all you do in promoting peace, harmony, and human rights, and in convening this important meeting at this most important time, the day we mark and celebrate International Women's Day. Those freedoms, being the start of the story, is what applies to women and girls around the world. The topic of today's discussion is imperative and pivotal for all of us. Protecting and empowering women and girls should be fundamental to any society, any nation, any country. Societies prosper, nations progress when women are at the heart of progress. Protecting and empowering women is a huge personal priority. It is a priority for my government, for the nation of the United Kingdom, and I believe for all of us. It is important to me as the UK Special Representative for preventing sexual violence in conflict, where tragically women and girls suffer the most. It is important to me as a Minister of State for the United Kingdom. It is important to me as a Brit. It is important to me as a Muslim. There is no hierarchy of human rights. All members of society must be allowed to discuss and debate issues freely and equally, to peacefully challenge their governments, and importantly, have the right to exercise their right to freedom of religion or belief. Yet at this very important moment, tragically, women and girls are facing untold challenges. The economic cost of their exclusion from political, economic, educational and social spaces is stark. The cost to our global society is harder to measure, but just as troubling, and should be a concern to us all. In our work around the world, the United Kingdom places equal rights at the center of our mission. And that is why today my dear friend, the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom, James Cleverly, has launched our International Women and Girls Strategy, which showcases how we will put women and girls at the heart of everything we do, using every lever, Your Excellency, at our disposal to ensure women and girls have their voice heard, listened to, have their choices, have agency over their future. It's their future, it's their lives. Turning, if I may, to Afghanistan specifically, the situation there is of particular concern. It is the only country in the world where girls are forbidden to enter secondary school. Why? Because they are girls. This is not Islam. The United Kingdom is therefore strongly committed to education for all. Let us forget for a moment that this is what the Taliban are doing, but I put it to them quite directly. We've heard from other ministers as well. What was the first revelation of the Holy Quran, the book for Muslims? It was Iqra. It wasn't caveated to say for men or boys only. It was recite. The predetermination of education, the pathway to education. Therefore, I am proud that my country, the United Kingdom, are working with key partners around the world in doing all we can, where we can, to support girls to access education. This includes community-based approaches and out-of-school initiatives, such as support to pass the university entrance exam. We also work with other partners, such as the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, Education Cannot Wait, and Global Partnership for Education. And through our Achieving Scheme, we continue to provide life-changing scholarships for Afghan women and men. Countries must come together to act in unison to persuade the Taliban, what are you doing? This is not Islam. I say to them quite directly, who was the first person to accept Islam? It was a woman, Hazrat Khatija Raziyallahu anha. And to those who argue in the Taliban that women cannot be empowered, Who was the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam working for? He was working for the same holy personage, Hazrat Khatija. This is the reality of the fundamentals of the practice of Islam. It is the only way that Taliban will rebuild their country, their community, their society, their economy, when women are at the heart of that progress. Therefore, in welcoming many of the contributions today and this meeting, we commit ourselves, the United Kingdom, in working in unison, in solidarity, to play our part to advance the frontiers of freedom, promote peace and uphold the human rights of everyone, everywhere. Your Excellency, I end with another quote, which is, I have always maintained that no nation can ever be worthy of its existence if it cannot take its women along with its men. The vision of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of the very country, Your Excellency, that you today represent. Wa akhiru dawana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.